Okay, so we're back again. Alright, we're back. And I'm not too sure if we're doubling everywhere. I think we might be. We were. So now we want to think about what the fuck we're doing. What's going on? Think about it. What do we need? We need there we are. So we are up to vocals. At this point. And funny enough, too, this is the stage where oftentimes we will listen then back to the track and we're like, it's kind of pivotal. You like it, you know, and then you're away from it for a few days and then you just find these faults, these glaring faults. And I'm actually, I don't believe it anymore. I don't believe in, I'm starting to not believe in the going away and listening, and maybe it's needing improvement this time. Bullshit. I think if it sounded good once, it could sound good again. I don't know. So let's get started and let's just play back our thing with the guide vocal. I mean, I'm even just tempted to just get right into it with the guitar. The more and more I'm just, I don't know. I'm disliking this guitar. It cost me $25, this guitar. I'm disliking it. Usually these things is cheap. I like. Has a lot to do with the fact that there's only one pickup that fucking works. feels okay. But it's the pickups that are annoying me, or they pick up. So, I don't know. Let's have another crack at the stupid solo guitar again. So that's the practice. Let's get it a little bit longer. I'm about 3 seconds from chucking this fucking thing in the bin. The tuners are a nightmare. Everything is just absolutely fucking shite. I mean, do I just need to stretch these fuckers again to get it to stay in tune? I probably do. I'm gonna do that and just stretching the shit out of it. Just gonna stretch the fucking shit out of these strings. Next one. Stretch the living fuck out of them. That's what they need. Upward stretch. Stretch them until they won't stretch anymore. That's what we're going to do. Next one. Stretch the motherfucker. Intonation's completely fucked too. This is what happens when you don't practice. It's also part and parcel because the guitar is just garbage. I'm growing to hate it. I think to myself, I think if I could afford an Ibanez Pia, I would be happy. This thing really just, it just needs to go. It was fun for about 5 minutes. But it really, it just needs to fuck off out of the studio. It's pissing me off every moment that it's in here, or at least over here. So I'm going to stick it over here in the corner. Bad guitar. Bad guitar. Pissing me off. Motherfucker. So anyway. What was I trying to do? I was trying to figure out the damn the guide vocal. So let's have a look. No, that guitar is a heap of shit. It's a heap of shit. One of these days I'll afford to get the guitar of my dreams. But it's not going to be today. Just looking to see who's on the road today. On the road tonight. Nobody. Probably a good thing. So I'm just going to get myself comfortable with the guitar track. No, not with the guitar track, just with the track as a whole. And listen back to my guide vocals. So that's the practice. Let's get it a little bit longer. No. come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest day. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. The message failed to send. Yeah. Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone, calling yesterday. To you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young. Making sense, I still can't accept the truth. Everything feels so unreal, though I stand amidst the proof. So I tell you that I love you, I smile through the tears that sting. I call out to the house you left, but you don't hear a thing. Alright, so it's inevitable. You hear back and then you hear things that are just not really doing what you intended, and I think now it's one of those things where definitely I don't know, I'm liking less now the fact that I've taken down too much of the high frequency on the sides. So let's come in here and let's say, all right, let's go back into tilt EQ and let's bring it back, because I knew this was going to happen. No, we actually haven't. Okay, so this tilt, we haven't done that too. So what have we... Where have we scooped the highs out? We've done it somewhere, because it sounds like the piano has done it, and the organ. I can't remember. Maybe it's just me. Let's just have a listen. No! What the fuck was that? Oh, I see now, because that's we deleted one of the this is what Logic does. Here we go. So really, I mean, as a basic guide, that solo track is okay, but honestly, it's going to be scrapped big time. And then, what are we trying to do now? The vocals. Never would be the hardest. I'm debating on whether I should bake that in and just decide to keep those. Really, it just needs to all be put into one, either one big double or an entire vocal section. So let's think about that. Where is it? Okay, so here's all our backing vocal slots here. So let's have a look, and testing one, test. I'm tempted, like maybe just throw caution to the wind and say, all right, let's slap it on there. Start slapping on some vocals. And this is kind of painstaking too. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy layering vocals, but it's nerve-wracking and it's repetitive. And, fuck. I don't know. Let's just do it. Fuck it. I'm ready. Let's do this shit. So we've got the main vocal. We're going to try to follow the main vocal and see what happens. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Alright, okay, so we need to double the main. So we're going to start now, we're going to double the main vocal, and we're going to try and hit it best we can.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place.
Yeah.
Going.
This is tough. This is where really the grease goes away and you're just metal against metal trying to get this shit done. But you can get some interesting results. So we're going to give it a shot.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest day. How strange it all would be.
Well, fuck me dead. And see, then I'm thinking, do we make it the hardest day or the hardest thing? I'm thinking the hardest thing. So let's maybe try to replicate that and just silence the main vocal and see if we can't just hit this from memory, and maybe we can just make that work better this way. We'll give it a shot.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be. Just how much.
No. See, we did fine up until just how much.
Never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be. Just how much.
So it's too much on the just. Not quite explosive, but the volume difference was just too much. And again, you just have to redo that part.
How strange it all would be. And just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days.
Ah, fuck, I need the lyrics. Alright, here we go.
Just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days.
Ah, fuck, I need the lyrics. Just leave that in there. Alright, so we need the lyrics. Let's find them. We got noodles, sardines, tuna. That's not it. Aha, here we go. Caught in a deep freeze. Okay. Idiots coming in here saying hi. I told you not to say hi. Damn it. Pissing me off.
Of good old days. Good old days.
Something. Oh, fuck. No, hang on. Y'all are fucking me up.
Caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be here. The message failed to send.
Okay, and what I like to do is I like to stop there, re-listen to it again, and think, all right, is this going to actually fit? Because when you're doing these backing vocals, no one part really should be standing out from the rest. Within reason, within certain tolerances. I mean, your volume should remain consistent if it's not jointly doing anything. So let's listen back.
I'd have thought, but I know I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
Now, caught in a deep freeze didn't really work. We're kind of out of time with that, so maybe we can drop that in. I'm going to try and drop it in.
Grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
That was better. It's kind of got to stick to the rhythm.
Grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be here. The message failed to send.
That was okay. That was okay for the first part, and I think what I'd like to do tackle this in sections, because if we go too far ahead, you know, we might just run into a problem. So let's keep going down here. So this is vocal 2. This is backing vocal 2.
I'd come home.
All right, let's get ready here.
I'd come home, but I know
fuck.
you won't be there.
Son of a bitch. That was perfect. All right, again.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be here. The message failed to send.
That was okay, but this it's not perfect. Let's keep rolling. And sometimes what'll happen is when we're doing these things, they will delightfully overlap, and it just works, you know, sometimes. All right, third layer, and we gotta find the harmony. So let's play with it.
I'd come home. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. Okay.
I'd come home,
Now something
but I
happened.
know you won't be.
Something happened, and it didn't actually hit. It didn't hit the way I wanted it to, you know.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing.
I don't know about that. Hang on. We gotta think. We obviously don't want the whole thing. This vocal section. We want to have it all there, though, anyway, in case we want to go back and say, hey, maybe we can actually bring some of this in, you know, fade it in, if we need it. And this is one of the cases where I believe that it's better to have it than not have it. Or it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So let's do it.
I'd come home. I'd come home. But I know you won't.
It's not tight enough.
I'd come home.
I did something weird
but I
there.
know. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there.
All right.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there.
Be that. No.
I never.
We don't want to make this too bouncy. We gotta do one thing, stick to it. And also, you might notice that the more layers I'm doing, I'm kind of just trying little different mic positions too. I'm kind of either getting further away from the mic or maybe a little bit off to this side, because it makes a difference. If you hear me, you know, I'm on this side of the microphone now, and now I'm on this side of the microphone now. And sometimes you can be going face forward, you're going to get plosives that way. I like to come at the microphone by default kind of at an angle to where I'm getting this nice high frequency. And it's kind of a low cutoff sort of thing, like a natural thing. So we're not getting, you know, plosives right in the microphone right here. This is direct on. I never sing that way. You know, I kind of like to come a little bit to the side. So here we go.
I'd come home, but I know
Knock me
you
dead.
won't. I'd come home. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take?
Nah, see, we fucked up there. I mean, it worked until that point. So let's find out where we fucked up. Let's listen back.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this?
So what does it do? Just how much could I take?
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this?
We gotta go up and then down. Just how much could I take?
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? memories.
Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Try it again.
It all would be, and just how much could I take?
So we got this plosive, not a plosive, but it's rise in volume that was going to be inconsistent. We're going to have to. This is what I hate doing. I hate, having to go in and change the volume of each individual clip. I want to try and just get it right the first time.
How strange it all would be, and just how much
No.
could I take?
You can hear that really rapid, abrupt rise in volume. We got to kind of hit it without pushing air. Just how much? Oh, fuck me dead. Come on, we can do it.
Just how much could I take?
No.
From this,
We nearly had it.
just how much could I take from this empty house?
From this empty house. And I want to ride this note over the top of everything, because if I don't, later on I'm going to have to add that anyhow. This is just going to save me one extra step.
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze.
Motherfucker.
I'll go there for you.
Fucking mosquito. In this cold weather. All right. We did some good things there. So what happened? Let's go back.
And just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? And just how much?
See, that's too loud. It's ever so slightly too loud. We need to knock it down maybe 2 dB. Coming up here to region and our gain. Bump, bump, bump. Knocking it down. And yeah, some people might come in here and say, well, just whack a limiter on it. Just put a volume rider on it. It's not the same. Just compress it. No, it's not the same. It's not the same as it being sung correctly in the beginning. The source. Go for the source, I say.
And just how much could I take?
And the other thing is, too, you got to remember, if we're doing the other side in the same note, that's doubling the volume anyway.
Could I take from this empty house full of memories?
And now I'm kind of going, should we worry about going higher at this stage? Maybe what we need to do is we need to go lower. Maybe say to ourselves, all right, let's think about it.
How strange it all would be, and just how much
And see, that is already annoying me. There's this plosive thing happening. No, I don't want to delete the entire track. Just let me delete that. All right.
how strange it all would be, and just how much could I take?
No, just how much. That's the only high part we're doing. Then we're going to knock it down, knock it back down, because something's not working.
This thing, how strange it all would be, and just how much
See,
could I take?
I'm trying to hit that note, but in doing that, I'm going too loud. There's too much air pressure escaping. I need to just It's hard to do too because my nose is plugged up. I'm not feeling good. There's someone out the fucking front of the house. I can't see anybody. Probably just barking at the fucking... Probably just barking at the wind. Anyway, let's keep going. It's probably even them just hearing me singing going, shut the fuck up.
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house?
Gotcha,
full of memories.
Gotcha, you little bastard. Alright. I don't even know about going high there.
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take?
Oh, you know what? Hey, that's good. Just how much? And just... We knock it down just a little bit. A few notes. Okay.
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I?
And just how much? And just how much?
It all would be, and just how much could I take?
How much? Just how much could I take? Maybe we do that.
It all would be, and just how much could I?
But see, then they're doing just how much. We kind of gotta. We can't go the opposite direction because it's gonna sound weird. And just how much could I take?
How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house? It all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
Nah, I don't know. Something.
And just how much could I take?
So that's the end of the first sort of stanza. Then we get into something else here. So let's see how this is going to sound when we double over on the opposite side. So we're going to go to 4, which is panned directly opposite, I think the same. So let's see if we can hit it on this.
I'd come home.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there.
All right, here we go. Let's try and tie in with vocal 3 here with the new one. All right. I'd come home. All right, let's try.
I'd come home.
No, not loud enough.
But I know you won't.
I'd come home.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. And going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this?
It was fine until that point, and we didn't even record the fucking thing. Liquid drum and bass. I have no idea what that means. It sounds good with anything. Put it that way. This room, you could record a fucking mosquito having a panic attack, and it would sound amazing. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do this.
I'd come home.
Started too early. You gotta hit it right on the cue, and none of this, dragging audio and moving it and shit like that, and these vocal line VSTs and shit like that. It's unless you're pressed for time, and I say this all the time, you can do all that, but it's far more rewarding if you've got the time to just sit there and get it right. Get it right. So we're gonna do it.
I'd come home, but I know you won't
No.
be there.
No, this, but I know you won't be there. We gotta, it's, less articulate. Backing vocals, somewhat less articulate. Same as painting. If you want to do the background, it's slightly out of focus sort of thing. And the lead vocals are everything laser line in focus. So. What's wrong with you people? I'll tell you over time. I'll tell you over time not to come in here and say hi. Not a very good foghorn leghorn. I'll say, don't come say hi. Yeah, no, I would, but I've been through so many DAWs. So many desktop audio workstations. I've used them all. Ableton, Fruity Loops, Acid Studio, freaking Reason Record. That was actually a really good one. But Logic is my world. I don't have time. I just don't have time anymore. This is my platform. This is what I used. But yeah, it's a genre. I was thinking it was like a desktop audio workstation. Nah, it might be fun to try to listen to, but I'm very set in my ways, I'm pushing 40, and I'm like, prog rock, jazz, sort of early rock kind of stuff. That's my thing. But thank you anyway. Yeah, it's very cool. I'll have to try and listen to it sometime. Thank you.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take
No.
from this?
Fuck. We were nearly there. We listen back to see where it went wrong. I'm going to listen back to see where it went wrong. Cartman. Was it Cartman that, or was it Timmy? Timmy! No, yeah. Fucking, he gets in a fight with Timmy. I'm going to kick your ass. All right, let's go.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take
No.
from...
That's where we fucked up. All right. So let's take that out. Go over here. And this is where we get it. This is the embarrassing part of this process. Even, I've never done this live. I have never had my vocals just stripped back on a live stream, and I'm about to do that. I'm about to solo both of these tracks here to try and hit this thing. And it's going to sound weird. It's going to sound stupid. And I hate it. I fucking hate it.
How strange it all would be. And just how much could I take? Just how much could I take?
All right, we got to do that. Alrighty, let's do it.
How strange it all would be. And just how much could I take?
I think we got it. I think we got it. So let's, and obviously that's way too loud. We can see the waveform there. It's pulling up a little bit there. And let's move it down here. Looking good. And unsolo this so it doesn't sound like crap. And listen back.
Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be. And just how much could I take from...
It's alright, but here's the thing. I'm hearing in that too. Take the k, the k, the k, the k is not lining up, and that's fucking annoying. So what do? We're not going to try and drag it around. We're just going to have to think about. Hang on, where have we misaligned the k? I'm going to solo this, or solo that one, solo this one, and play back.
And just how much could I take from...
Oh, that's all the fuck. Now what we can do, if we really want to be a prick, is we go, all right, let's get out the fade tool. And go, I haven't got time for this shit. Let's go. We pull it back a little bit. And see, because we got to remember, in the entire mix of things, we might not hear the k. But we're going to hear it at least from the source of where the guide track is, right? We're going to hear it from the middle panned thing. So therefore, I'm not necessarily going to notice it, right? We hope. So let's try that. We're gonna fade it out. We're gonna play it back and see if we can do without the k.
And just how much could I take?
Let's bring it back more. That's where the k is.
And just how much could I take from this empty house?
Probably about there.
Full of memories.
Probably about here.
Could I take? How much could I take from...
See how much better that is? So we didn't actually have to go back and do it. Thank God. Because if we did, trying to nail where that, where to stop saying take and go k, it'll drive you fucking nuts. It'll drive you absolutely fucking crazy. So, there were a lot of tricks and things they did back in the day, though. One of them was they just practiced the shit out of the part, really, and got it right. But you'll notice sometimes when in some of these backing vocals, you're not quite hearing the t or the s or the, because they know that where that's going to actually hit might not be perfect all across the board. So they kind of just work with that and go like, okay, here's how we're going to sing this. If there's something that stops abruptly, chances are, if we haven't practiced the shit out of this, it's not going to hit where we want it to. So that's what we've got now. What I want to do is I want to roll the track back. I want to hear it in context from the intro into where we're rolling to. What the fuck?
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this?
Alright, so that's pretty good. Now, we kind of cut this take off a little bit too prematurely, so let's roll that back just a bit. I want to make damn sure we got this.
How much could I take from this empty house?
Alright, so here, from this empty house, we want things to change up a little bit. And we know we don't want to go higher. We don't want to have to be straining and going, all right, from this empty house. We want to maybe bring it down. And obviously, you know, leave the lead guide to lead the foundation of where that's going. But now we're going to go lower. We're going to go lower, and we're going to see if we can match some of these chords and make them a little bit more solemn, I suppose. So we're going lower. All right.
Could I take from this empty house full of memories?
So we're going to go from this empty house full of memories. From this empty house.
From this day, from this empty house.
All right, we nearly got it. We nearly got it.
Day, from this empty house.
You got to remember too, and this is the thing that not a lot of people think about. The lower you go, I think you really have to be careful, because you have a tendency to push more air. So what I like to do is I like to just really mind the volume at this stage, because the lower the tones, the more lower frequency is going to build up. And if we're going lower on this thing, if we're going to even do a lower vocal, we got to be careful. We don't want to throw this thing off balance. Just want to be mindful. So again.
From this empty.
Ah, fuck! I missed it. Hold on.
Could I take from this empty house full of memories?
It's hard to do this shit on the fly. Try it again.
Take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze.
See? And some of this we got to leave alone because we're going too low. What worked there? Let's have a listen.
From this empty house.
No, and we started too late. So again, just got to go back and do it. Don't try and chop shit up. Just say, all right, let's get it right.
Take from this empty house.
And again, I wasn't ready.
Could I take from this empty house?
From this empty house. From this empty house.
could I take from this empty house? That was okay, but I came in with this this kind of overtones shit happening. You don't want that. You want to try your best to come in just hitting the note and not too much pressure. Take from this empty house full of memories. So, see, we just went right in with the vocal there. We started good, but we need to go lower. From this empty house full of memories. Maybe that. Take from this empty house full of memories. No, too low, too low. Full, they're going full of memories. We're going to go full of memories, full of memories. All right. From this empty house full of memories. From this empty house full of memories. All right, we'll try it. Could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze? I'll go look for you. We got pretty far there. It's kind of like that. It's a little bit like Tetris doing this, because you can hit so many spots until you fuck it up. And then you got to stop there. Then you got to move the next one along. So what worked here? Let's listen back. From this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze. So caught in a deep freeze was a little bit low in volume. So what we're going to do, I like the take. I like the take. So we're going to go in and we're just going to adjust the volume and bring it up. That's all we need to do. Old days, caught in a deep freeze. Caught in a deep freeze. All right. So region, gain, bring it up to about maybe there so we can actually see the waveform. Caught in a deep freeze. That's fine. That's fine. Because again, we're not just doing it on the side here. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So that volume, got to be careful. That's why I'm so far away from the microphone. I'm not really leaning in. And I'm also at an angle. The more of these sort of lower tones I'm doing, I want to be kind of more, if you can see the microphone here, I'm at this slanted kind of an angle, and what that's doing, it's giving me like a natural sort of low cut, right? Because if I'm writing the mic like this and going full of memories, it's going to be, you know, we're getting too much low end. So we want to go sideways. Could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze? I think that worked too. So that was actually, no, that was the second take. We were on the wrong track. So we're going to undo that, undo the cycle recording, and let's listen back. From this empty house. Okay, so we got to go on 4 now. So we're on 4. So now you can hear we're kind of on the other side a little bit. From this empty house. No. I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it the way I wanted to hit it. From this empty house. No. There's something there. We were leading too fast. We were ahead of everything else. And we're drawing attention to the sides, which we don't want to do. could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze? That was okay. I wasn't feeling it though, because what you're trying to do, or what I try to do anyway, is I get that the first track that I do, it's kind of like a reflective thing. The first reflection is kind of a foundation. Can we make it slightly sweeter in the next iteration? Can we make it very ever so slightly different in the next iteration? Could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze? That's okay. Actually, I like that take. We just did a take. I like the take. The take is like cake. All right, let's do it. Let's listen back. Take from this empty house. Now we got a problem here. There's we're getting this inconsistency in audio that's kind of happening here, where it's pulling in. We started with a new waveform here, and it's sounding a little bit too much initial hiss. So we're going to come in here. We're going to do a fade. Just a slight little fade. We're going to do the same thing up here. Just to keep the consistency where we're not getting these... it's the same as like tape. If you're trying to like paste with tape and stuff, you're going to get these initial like... psh, and then your next vocal. So we don't want that. That's why we fade. And crossfade too. It's better to crossfade, but we're just doing a fade here because it's a separate block of audio. So... All right, so let's listen from this transition to the lower tones on the harmonies. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. What else can we do with that? Where else can we take that? The next part is going to be a little bit more... We're going to have to lift things up, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and... But again, too, we have to look at what's happening with the volume, because the lower that we're going here, can you see the difference between the... just over here and over here with a new lower vocal? There's a volume discrepancy there. If we don't attend to that now, we're going to be listening back and thinking, shit, we should have fixed it then. So let's go ahead and scroll over all this, and we're going to say, all right, let's flatten the track. So we're going to right click, and y'all can't see any of this, but I'm flattening the track, so that means we're gonna join. We don't want to audio mix down though. We want to flatten everything. So let's come up here and say, where's the flattening of the track? Okay, so bounce and join. Or join. We're just going to join. No. Sorry, that was incorrect. What we got to do is we got to bounce in place. Join per track. There we go. So that's actually taken all of that, and it's gotten rid of these horrible cuts and
not the fades or anything, but it's joined everything in one nice little region that we can now work with. So we're going to play back from the part we had a problem.
Just how much could I take from this empty house?
You hear that big rise in volume there? We got to be careful with that. So we're going to go ahead and say, all right, let's make a new. We could take the whole thing down. We could go, all right, let's come up here and say, all right, let's go down maybe 2 dB for the whole thing. And I want to stress something very important. This is my opinion. But I think what you should do is when you do these kind of things, don't listen with your eyeballs, okay? Listen with your ears. We've taken this down 2 dB. We can see the waveform is smaller. But unless you really listen back to it and say, hang on, is this actually working sonically? You don't know for sure. That can all look uniform and look nice and pretty and everything. It's not going to do anything for you in terms of keeping everything in balance. And you have to listen. Listen with your ears, not with your eyes. So we're going to listen back. So from the transition to the high notes into the low notes here.
Just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
See, that works. However, again, just as I thought, it's we probably want to go down, bring it up just maybe 0.5, just half a dB. Bring it up a little bit more, because some of those other parts that were kind of struggling. So we're going to listen to it again.
Just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
Right. What do we think? I think that we need to probably roll back a little.
Full of memories.
And about here, we need to make another cut. Because it seems to be that the last half of this is struggling with the volume. The first half needs to come back down to 2 dB. Minus 2.
Take from this empty house full of memories. The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
And see, caught in a deep freeze, that part kind of sounds like it's still struggling. So we're going to bring it up too. We're going to bring it up maybe 1 dB. So let's do that now. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go scroll over and 1. Let's just, what have we done here? Let's bring it back to full volume. So equilibrium there. And let's see if we need to boost it any.
Grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
That sounds pretty even to me. And that's what we want to do. Especially if you're working alone and you don't have a session musician there, a session vocalist. Don't try, and honestly, you can do whatever you want. Don't try and just go hell for leather and just record this thing track by track by track by track and try and nail it that way. You're not going to. Depending upon how complex the arrangement is, even some of the simplest arrangements, you're going to have a hard time. Now, the advantage of doing this, we're building a solid foundation. And we have to do it this way because we're not a computer. We're not vocal line going in there. All right, here's where we need to cut. Here's where we need to pull in, and we're not, we're not auto-tune. We are a real person. The best thing we can do is make cuts, adjust the gain within the program, stop compressing the shit out of things, because I'm telling you right now, it's far better to get in there, adjust the gain of the quiet parts. That's what it's there for. That's what your track gain is there for. Use it. That's my 2 cents. So let's listen back in context. Let's listen to the. I want to hear from the intro into the vocal part and see what needs to be corrected. And also doing it this way as well. I want to say one thing. It kind of gets you into the mode of how this particular track is going to behave, right? The more you hear back, the more you're like, okay, here's where we're locked in. We're locked in. We're locked in. So let's hear the demo. Let's hear, intro, sorry. Ah.
Come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
Okay, so yeah, and again, the more we're listening back, we're hearing these subtle inconsistencies in volume. And this is also training ourselves and prepping ourselves for the next few tracks to put in. We got to be careful, We can't just go in belting, right? We got to go. These backing tracks have to sit just right. So there's a few things we need to bring down. First of all, the most glaring issue is right here.
Going back now.
And this is vocal 3 and 4 we got to bring down. So we're going to go ahead and scroll over these two and boom, 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 just right there. And I think we're going to knock it down 1 dB, because we've got to remember too, higher notes are going to give off a lot of volume, a lot of, even if they're not actually louder, the perceived volume is going to be higher. So we want to knock it down 1 dB there. Listen back.
Going back now.
It's still too high. We want it subtle, so we're going to knock it down 2 dB.
Going back now.
Still too high. Let's knock it down 5 dB.
Going back now would be the hard.
Kind of getting there. Bringing it up to -4.
Going back now.
Probably at -4 dB. That's fine. Alrighty, and moving along. Listen back in context.
But I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place.
And now what we've done is we've actually thought to ourselves, okay, well maybe this intro here, let's try and bring that down to -4 as well and see if that'll work. Because you got to remember, if we're going to really layer the shit out of this thing, we want this massive wide nice, really deep harmony thing happening. We got to make room. We got to make room. So I've knocked that down 4 dB. Let's listen again.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. I'm going back now.
And there again. I mean, that worked. Going back now is a little bit too loud, so we're going to knock it down maybe 0.5, half a dB, half a decibel. I keep saying half a dB.
Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take?
And I think we can probably get away with pulling that all down to minus 4 dB. And the great thing about using your track gain is you haven't got to mess with automation at all, right? You are there making changes to the actual waveform that you don't have to guess, oh, should I bring it down here? Oh, now it's just fading into this volume. I've got to go in there. And by the time you do that, you got all these little points on your automation. You might as well have made some cuts, gotten in there, and straightened it out that way. Just a lot easier. Listening back in context.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories.
Okay, and here we go. We're seeing how massive now this part is in volume, as opposed to the first part. We're not using automation. We're not touching the fader at all. Can you imagine if we were sitting there having to mix this later and anticipate where these vocals are going to be with the volume? How annoying that would be. So, track gain is such a simple, boring thing, but it's one of the best things you can do if you want to get the mix right without having to fuss around with a whole bunch of other crap. And I'm telling you right now, vocal riders and stuff, yeah, they can kind of give you some of that if you're at a pinch for time, but there's no substitute for getting it just right with how it needs to be with the volume, with the track gain, making little cuts and like, okay, let's do this. So as a whole, we're going to take this low frequency part with the low vocals, and we're going to hit it all the way down to minus 5 dB. We're going to listen back and see how we like that as opposed to the first iteration.
Much, just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
It works a little bit better. And you got to remember, we're making room. We're thinking about making room for whatever else we're going to put there. At the beginning of that, though, there was something. This ear was a bit lonely with that vocal part. So let's zoom in and see which had the problem. And let's solo all of this. I'm just going to solo this and just have a listen.
Take from this empty house. Take from this empty house. Could I take from this empty house?
Okay, so we had to, and sometimes this happens. Your balance can be thrown off because sometimes it's heavier down here, and then it's like some things get buried. And you got to remember too, the concept of frequency masking doesn't stop with just your instruments. It's the exact same thing with your vocals as well. And because we're in very kind of tight tolerances with these things, and we're doing these vocal doubles, you are going to get things canceling itself out. You're going to get frequencies canceling and masking themselves, so you got to be mindful of that too. So this is also why we're trying to sing things a little bit differently, to try and, give some discrepancy so we can discern, oh, hang on, here's over here. We're singing it ever so slightly different, even though we're wanting a double and we're wanting a uniform. It's such a fine line to get that right. So anyway, we had to lift the volume there because it kind of got blurred out. So listening back in context with everything.
Could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days?
Now, full of memories is a little bit too low. You got to remember too, the lower the frequency as well, if you got this big high above that high volume thing, it's going to knock it down. So we want to bring that up maybe to possibly minus 3 dB.
Full of memories.
It's a bit better. Okay. Listening back in
from this empty house full of memories.
I'm even thinking we might bring that up maybe minus 2.
Full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze.
We could bring that up, I think, possibly 1.5 dB. So let's go here, and let's go to minus 3.5.
Caught in a deep freeze. From this empty house, full of memories, the grime of good old days, caught in a deep freeze.
That's okay. I can live with that. And again, the tendency is to want to get laser line perfect once you get to this stage. I think we've done enough. So that now we want to back off and just go, okay, we like it. This is a good foundation. It's sounding good. It's sounding tight enough. It's not sounding perfect. Nothing is processed here. We're not using vocal line or anything else. We're not using a Waves plugin to try and manipulate vocals or anything. This is just hardcore multi-tracking backing vocals, right? That's what we're doing. All right, so listening back with the intro, everything intact and in context, and seeing if we're still liking what's happening.
Come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be Just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze.
Yeah. I'm not hearing a problem. The only issue is because, you know, we're not working with faders, we're working with the gain volume. We kind of got to then back up even further next time we're singing. So we're getting more of the room sound. Even though this room is technically anechoic, which means there's really no slapback. Whatever you're hearing is probably coming back from these things into the mic. I can hear audibly in this room. There's no early reflections coming from anything. So the more we pull back, though, we're kind of getting, you know, the reflections from the keyboards a little bit. There's a little bit of sound, you know, so we really got to be careful, or we got to be closer and sing quieter. So you just got to be, got to be mindful of that. So anyway, what I want to do is I hate things being chopped up like this. I hate looking at it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll over everything. I'm going to say, all right, I'm happy with how this is sounding. I want everything looking uniform. Let's right click and let's go join per track. And that's fixed everything. Okay, cool. So we are pretty happy with what's going on. Now, next part is this is kind of like building a railway, pretty much. You got to do it little piece by little piece, little track by little track, and you got to move slowly moving forward. Because the main vocal is going to ride on all this stuff, and we're going to do a whole bunch of other mixing type stuff. We're going to add a little bit of reverb and shit like that, and it's going to sound cool. So pulling back in, let's try and finish with this low part on the rest of this.
Freeze. I'll go live for you, time and time again, but I know you won't be here. The message failed to send.
Now, there was a certain way that I sung that in the guide vocal that I want to refer back to. It sounded more appropriate the way that the message failed to send. There's some way that I sang that. I want to remember how I sang that, because I'm not happy with the foundation part here with vocal 1 and 2 on the backing track. So let's mute the backing vocals stack and come down to the main vocal.
Just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories? The grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. Message failed to send.
Aha.
The message failed to send.
That's how we want it to sound.
It's gonna
right? You just got to remember that. Okay, back to the backing vocals.
Message fails to send.
Right. So let's mute let's mute the mute vocal. Better.
All right, let's get back here. Vocal 1. Let's see if we can redo this.
The message failed to send.
Nah. See, that part just sounds arrogant. It's like, fuck you. It failed to send. No. We're going to sing it right. Right. So, how far back, though? Is there any other messed up parts in here?
I'll go there for you, time and time again, but I know you won't be here.
No, it was just that one. Okay, cool. This should be easy. So we're going to drop in with message failed to send. All right.
But I know you won't be.
Right. Come on. We can do this.
You won't be here. The message failed to send.
Yeah, there we go. We did it. We did it, Dancing Dora.
Message failed to send. Message failed.
Okay. We got it right, but it sounds weird now. Why does it sound weird? It's too nasally.
Won't be here. The message failed to send.
And again, it's too articulate. You got to remember, we don't want to crowd out the lead vocal. Bring it back.
Won't be here. The message failed to send.
Almost.
Won't be here. The message failed to send.
Okay, we got it that time. Now back down here to number 2, vocal 2.
Won't be here. Message failed to send.
Okay, we got that one too. This is going pretty good. Now down to track 3 here.
I'll go freeze. I'll go there for you.
Now, so what are we going to do underneath I'll Go Look For You?
I'll go look for you.
So they're doing,
I'll go look for you.
we need,
I'll go look for you. I'll go look for you.
we'll try that.
Freeze. I'll go look for you. Time and time again.
No. What happened there? Okay, we weren't ready.
I'll go look for you. Time and time again.
No.
Freeze. I'll go look for you. Time and time again. But I know you won't be.
Almost. But I know you won't be there. Okay. All right, here we go.
Freeze. I'll go look for you. Time and time again. Time and time again.
I keep trying to use this fucking keyboard to stop the thing with the yeah. I gotta have this keyboard over here to stop the recording. Keep trying to use this and I'm fucking pushing the space bar on that computer. Sending it into deep space. I'm sending the other other computer into deep space.
Freeze. I'll go look for you. Time and time again.
I'll go look for you.
Freeze. I'll go look for you.
No, we nearly had it. We nearly had it. This is what I'm saying, though. It's tough now because we're trying to get a lower volume
But the further we move away, it's going to sound a little bit weird now because we're getting too much of the room. We kind of got to be right where we need to be.
Please. I'll go look for you time and time again.
About here. About here.
No, you won't be there. Freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again. I'll go look for you.
Ah! Come on now. You busted.
Freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again. But I know you won't be there.
Ah! Almost.
Freeze. I'll go look for you.
No. I'll go look for you time and time again.
Freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again. But I know you won't be there. The message failed to send.
All right, we got far along. Let's just hear it.
Freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again. But I know you won't be there.
All right, I think that'll work. Let's move on to vocal 4.
Caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you.
No, damn it. Oh, you think you got it. Oh, you think you got it. You think you got it, but you ain't got nothing at all. All right. This computer over here going fucking haywire. It's about to blow up. So I'm going to turn it off. And I'm just going to I'm going to have to retire that computer to just word processing.
Freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again. But I know you won't be there.
All right. We nearly got it. I think that take is okay, though. Let's listen back.
Caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again. But I know you won't be there.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, the message failed to send. What we're going to do for this? What are we going to do for this? What are we going to do for this one?
Won't be there. Message failed to send.
Maybe we go back up higher. Message failed to send. All right, try that.
Message failed to send.
Okay. Drugs are bad, okay.
Message failed to send.
Cartman, what are you doing up out of your seat? All right.
Message failed to send.
That's okay. That's all right. Okay. We creaked the chair somewhere. I heard the creak of the chair. Let's cut that out.
Message failed to send. Message failed to send.
All right. Now let's listen back to the whole thing in context again.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. Message failed to send.
Yar. Okay. All right. It works. There's a few catchments here and there on the stops and starts, but as a whole, it'll work. So now that we've gotten done with the first section, we kind of know how this thing is sort of sitting. It's more or less very early Steely Dan. I'm talking, if anyone's ever heard the track Dallas, Steely Dan, Dallas. Anybody? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. There's a track that they omitted from Can't Buy a Thrill, Steely Dan's first album, called Dallas. And it's a great track, right? The drummer sings the track. And this is kind of how this is sort of settling out to be, very reminiscent of that, when they get into the chorus. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I really am liking it. And I'm even thinking too, vocal-wise, it's nice to kind of have it dry. I'm not even sure that I want to put any reverb on this. I'm thinking it's nice and clear. And, yeah. So anyhow, that's fine. I want to play back this one little bit here, just to make sure that we don't have to do anything crazy with fades.
But I know you won't be there. Message failed to send.
Something cracked. What was it? Something cracked right about here.
Message failed.
Okay, it's probably here. So let's get in with the fade tool. Let's go. All right. We don't want to take any chances. We're going to go over both of these here. We're going to fade. Right, motherfucker. Fade the motherfucker.
Message failed. Message failed to send.
And I think that's gotten rid of it. But then with this tail, there's more of the creaking chair. Under my big ass. Fucking, I hate this thing. Now it's not going to creak. I'm trying to make it. There it goes. Do I leave it in? Is it like a feature of the track? Motherfucker. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna fade it out. I don't like the creaky stool. There it is right at the end. Let's hear it. Let's hear that creak.
Send.
I'm gonna loop the motherfucker. I want to hear this creak. I want to sample this creak. Yeah. Now it's gone. I'm gonna sample that. Yeah. No, anyway, let's get rid of that. That's a pile of shit. So I'm gonna make a cut here and do a we'll smoke the monster out. Alright. There we go. It's gone. Bye, creaky ass chair. Motherfucker. Alright, let's bring it back in context and let's listen for final time before we move on to the next section.
Time and time again, but I know you won't be there. Message failed to send.
Okay. I think we're ready. Is there more creaky shit happening? Oh, there's more creaks happening up here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so boom. And then let's fade that. Wait a minute. I didn't want to fade it that far. About there. Okay. All right. Cool. So, just for the sake of brevity, whatever that means, I want to listen back from the intro in context and annoy the shit out of everybody.
Let's get it a little bit longer. I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. Message failed to send. Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
I really want to trumpet here. I know it's probably a bit unorthodox, but I want a trumpet right there.
Turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
Okay, yeah. All right, so it's going to work. It's going to work. I kind of like... I do like this lead-in with the harmonies kind of backing it. I'm liking less the idea of just coming in solo. And the reason is the vocals sound a little bit too exposed, I think. This is kind of more like, and honestly, don't get me wrong, it could sound good with just the lead vocal coming in. The only issue with it is aesthetically, it sounds to me just like a little bit too modern approach, but it's also a little bit too confronting. Whereas, you know, I think psychoacoustically, if the harmonies are coming in, there's kind of like a group of people, right? There's a group of people singing the whole thing, so it's kind of a more of an easy sort of lead in with the subject matter, you know. So I think it's probably better to just go in with or at least build, you know, maybe come in with a duet part, and then we're going in piling on the rest of the vocals. So we'll try that. But anyway, we're back, going back to the backing vocals.
Oh, Eric, why do you say hi over and over? You are trying to taunt me? I will smite you. I will smite you with banning you from the channel forever!
All right, enough of that shit. Let's do this. Let's move on to the next part. Before we do that, I just want to remind everybody, don't come in here saying hi, please, because it's just a waste of my time, right? I want to sit here and I want to teach a little bit. I want to learn some things too. If anybody knows anything about audio, recording studios, or vocal recording processes that I might not have heard of, chime in with it, you know? Think, use your brain. Maybe comment something about the general atmosphere of the live stream. Think about it, you know? All right, what do we got here? Whoa, oh my gosh. Somebody's coming in here with something. Great work you're doing with this song. Slight rattling in the car. Oh, so you're listening to it in the car. Oh, hang on a minute. Fuck is this thing? Go to channel.
doing. Oh. Okay, back to the recording. So we're going to join these regions, make sure they are, or join on separate tracks here, because we don't want to just join this and amalgamate everything into one particular thing. So join per track, we got that one. Now we're nearly ready. Come on, we can do this. First, we have to flatten this track. We gotta go boom, 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 flatten and merge. No, just flatten. Right, so we should have everything nice and uniform now, and we're going to move on to the next part of this recording.
Failed to send.
Yeah. I think it'll work. Right, so we got to remember the next part. So your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. I think it'll work.
Your garden's overgrown.
No. No. Hold on. Here we go.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
No. That wasn't it. That was... Does anybody remember Mad TV? Anybody? Yeah, there was a character on it that just went. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was the funniest show. Funniest show. You would have had to have been there. Mad TV, folks. Now I'm believing the concept of the dead internet theory. And I'm part of it. All right.
waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play to chase the ghost of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
No. We had it up until the haunted fucking phone. Fuck me.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play to chase the ghost of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
No.
We'd run along and play to chase the ghost.
To chase the goats of autumn. To chase the ghosts of autumn, motherfucker.
Run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn.
No! Motherfucker! I get really pissed off when I get to this stage. I'm like, it's so simple. It's so fucking simple. Why can't I just hit it?
Woods, we'd run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
That's kind of how it is. I'm not happy with kind of though. I'm
To chase the ghosts of autumn.
there's one little tiny part. Go the ghosts. God. It's that one thing that can just fuck it all up. It's the concept of the princess and the pea, basically. There's the hard fucking pea that's under the first mattress, and because she's too fucking lazy to take the pee out of the fucking first thing, it's like they just pile another mattress, just pile 10 different tracks over the same thing, then you got the same fucking problem, only now it's spread out and wider and wider and wider. Just fix it at the source. I'm being pretty dramatic, but that's how it is.
We'd run along and play to chase the
No, fuck. Motherfucker.
run along and play to chase.
No. Too much energy. Too much enthusiasm. Fail item.
We'd run along and play to chase the
Fuck you.
and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
Ah. No, I hate it. See, that... Now I'm getting crazy. That was a take imitating... It's like a fucking... what's that thing that imitates voices? It's not really what it's like a doppelganger. That was trying to imitate a good take. Which is worse than a bad take. It's like you can hear it. Alright, we're going to get rid of that. Try it again.
Run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
I think we did it. We did it. I think. It's enough to layer another one over with and better and do that one better.
play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
Right. Calling yesterday. Now, calling yesterday. This has the potential to sound so fucking cheesy. It's like better than a New Yorker pizza. Like really. It could sound cheesy, but my theory is the more vocals we layer over the piece of shit, the better it's going to sound. That's my theory.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along.
Somewhere in this. Is 500 pounds of bird shit allowed in the barracks? Sir, no, sir. All right, let's get it.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field.
Right. Go on.
Field. Somewhere in these woods.
Fuck you. All right. This is the fun part. This is the fun part about this shit. It's getting in, laughing at yourself, which in turn stimulates the vagus nerve, relaxes you, get a better performance, and an angel gets its wings somewhere.
Field. Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn.
I just fucking had it. To chase your mom. To chase your mom's bottom. Fucking shut up. Let's just do it.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield.
Your dog is overgrown. You need to put him on a fucking leash. He keeps stealing my fucking milk. Right off my doorstep, please. All right, stop it.
Somewhere in these woods we'd run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
No, that was another shitty imitation of a good take.
To chase the ghosts of autumn and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
Fuck! It was too soon.
To chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone. Chase the
You motherfucker. I'm keeping the, I don't care. I'm keeping that first part because it just worked.
chase the ghosts of autumn.
All right, let's chase the ghosts of autumn. What does that look like anyway? Chasing the ghosts of autumn. No, I suppose so. I mean, because we're thinking about Halloween. And I'm thinking... I don't know. That's what I think. I'm thinking like you're a kid and you got a sheet over your fucking head and you're just like, you know, chasing your brother or your sister. Like a fucking Charlie Brown, stereotypical fucking Charlie Brown skit Halloween thing. All right. Okay. Which I think it ties in. It just, into that time, it kind of melds these subconscious little things. So, all right. Or I'm probably just out of my fucking mind. And nobody thinks that at all. It probably just evokes to them corn and cheese. All right.
Ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday. Ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
Fuck you. Yesterday comes a little tiny bit late in that, and I'm thinking, let's stick to the beat, and no. All right, hit it again. Full power, motherfucker.
Ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
I did it. I did it. Son bitch. Motherfucker did it.
To chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
All right, it works. It'll work. It'll do. All right, so now, see, this is only top vocal 1 and 3. Oh, sorry, 1 and 2. Now we got 3 and 4. Then we're gonna have 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10. So it's gonna be a long fucking week. I love it though. I love it because it's so rewarding. These multi-layered vocals, they do it. They do it for me, and as a secret kind of thing too. It's like it can patch up some shitty instrument work as well because they sound impressive, right? And if you don't have things quite in time, it's like, fuck, listen to this. Listen to this crazy fucking multi-layered vocal. Listen to that. Let's just pull your attention away from the fact that, you know, the bass is not quite sitting where the kick is. So let's use the power of, you know, what we can really kind of shine with and then make this work. Okay, moving on. Third vocal. Vocal? What the fuck happened there? Something happened in the ear. What happened? What happened? I heard a pop. Hang on. I heard it again. What's going on? Something is amiss here. We're clipping somewhere. No. Oh no, we must be. Well, we must be clipping. We're either clipping or we're tripping. Oh, I don't like this. What's happening here? The pop in the right fucking ear. Oh darn. So how do we rectify this? We're going to have to do something. We're going to take the, and it's with the drums, unfortunately. So we're going to have to take the drums down 1 dB to try and circumvent this horrible clip in the analog domain. We're not clipping in the digital domain. I can see no meters showing me anything, so we're going to go ahead and play back.
You got
That's okay, and that fixed it. That one little dB difference, decibel difference, is fine. So, okay, garden's overgrown.
your garden's overgrown.
What happened? I heard another pop.
Your garden's overgrown. Putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Your garden's overgrown.
No. Something's happening. And I think what's actually happening is all these little increments of instances of volume, they're pushing us somewhere over the limit. So we got to be careful. Okay. I'm pissed off. Again, how are we going to navigate this? I want my backing vocals. I want them everywhere. Not that I want them everywhere, but okay, it's like this. I want the backing vocals as a single unified stereo track. When it's finally all done, I'm taking all this and just cramming it down to one, right? Having that as like this sort of ocean that I can bring up and out and put forward at certain little times. Not to hear all the time, but to just bring it out at certain moments. But I want to be able to do that and possibly even automate that. But if we're going to have this problem with clipping, that's going to be an issue. So we're going to have to figure this out. Something's popping in my ear.
Your garden's overgrown. Putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of.
Now I'm not hearing it. What the fuck's going on? Okay, so we're all right. Okay, you son of a bitch. All right. Okay, so we're plus 2 dB on the master volume to give effect for OBS. So how then do we? Oh, this is a problem. We're definitely clipping, so we're gonna have to figure out where it's coming from. There's no drum track here. There's nothing else down here. And this was fine. So let's look on the master meter and just have a quick look. You bastard. They shout the bastards, need a fire, say man. Booby big ears. That's a lot of us. Booby big ears. Have no fun. That's Bob the Builder in I think Finnish. Shout doodles and bells, it must be mad. Some thought of the cat to catches. Booba a he-man, camel hairs. Shout the bastard, need advice, say man. Booby big ears, that's a lot of us. It's true. Type in booby big ears and you'll hear it. Booby big ears. Right. Fuck. I need to find out where this is clipping.
Putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere
It must be through the master output, because I'm not getting it anywhere in the mix. There's nothing's happening in the mix. It's causing that. It's just the master output, I think, somewhere. Okay, enough of that. We're gonna move on. Try and hit this third vocal here.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its.
Now this is a bit tricky because okay, we've now moved lyrically. Okay, we've kind of come down from this how do you say, more of this lofty zone with message failed to send, I'll look for you time and time again. We're down to real things, right? Your garden's overgrown. I'm standing in the garden. And by the way, anyway, this is the song that I wrote about visiting my brother's house again after he's passed away, 21st of December. So it's very sad subject matter, but to kind of get through it too, I'm making jokes here and there. But from this empty house full of memories, so we're coming back now to real things. So I'm thinking in context with the multi-layered vocals, maybe we got to strip it back at this stage and just only have like a duet sort of thing, or maybe even again strip it back to just a single vocal. Maybe that would make a very how do you say, what's the word, poignant, kind of a pivot. Or maybe we're going to pivot then to okay, and that's what it is. So we're this broad stroke now. We're going to come down to one single vocal for your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. And see, I'm thinking psychoacoustically as well. We're coming from this broad vocal down to one. We're then standing in this field. We're outstanding in this field. I'm not outstanding in this field, but in this song, I'm outstanding in this field where here's my brother's garden. And he had an amazing garden. Jason had an amazing garden, and by all means, it's probably still excellent. But this is actively happening, right? Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield, and I'm thinking summertime's coming up over there. This is probably what's going to be happening. Poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of the summer field, and here's where we can kind of broaden things out towards the end of that, maybe bring back in. So anyway. Maybe we take a break from the backing vocals then and just say, all right, how would that work? Let's mute this. Let's mute, excuse me. Let's mute this and bring back in the single vocal here. And see how it sounds coming out of this lofty zone. So, where are we at? Yeah. Fuck you. All right. So, we're going to mute these. All right, here we go.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone, calling yesterday.
Okay. Now, what would happen then if we brought in just on the last part of that? Brought those back.
from this haunted phone. How's that going to sound? Probably it's going to sound like shit. Let's try it.
Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
No, we just leave it. We yeah, this part probably most likely just leave it alone. It's a very lonely moment, right? We don't want to give the illusion that there are more people there than just, we're placing the listener there with one vocal, a single vocal, right? So maybe that's kind of where we can possibly even introduce the main vocal. There's a lot of ways we can do it, but I think that being sort of the emotional moment, really, at the crux of things, like you're just realizing, this is it. That's how that'll work. So, okay, all right. And I'm pretty amazed that I'm able to do this now and work with this song in the way that I'm doing it, because it's not been easy. It's not been easy just writing it. I've had to stop for days on end to kind of think about, how does this really reflect the pain? How does this do it? And then, looking at the words and thinking, fuck, this is really sad, And somebody's really peeling down the highway down there. Okay. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's listen to this one single part, but coming out of the break that was in. So we'll roll it back, and we're going to hear from the second stanza.
Never would have thought you would leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. Message failed to send. Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play to chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone calling yesterday.
Yeah, all right. That works. And also, we're going to I'm, right? Instead of, but I know you won't be there. This is kind of like a collective thing. I'll go look for you. Obviously, everybody goes looking for somebody. But then it goes to, I'm calling yesterday, from this haunted phone, I'm calling yesterday. Okay, all right, we got it. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can bring back on this next part. Let's listen to the next part. We can try and bring back the other voices.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young.
Why did it cut that off? I thought I fixed this yesterday. Forever young and strong.
Forever young and strong.
Which that's not going to work anyway as a lead vocal, but I think as a guide, it's fine. So we're going to come back and say, all right, let's get up here and go, all right, 1. And we can kind of play around with it at this point because we're not set in stone. I didn't really like this particular take on this section, so we can kind of work with it. We can kind of play around with how we want it to sound. All right, let's begin.
I turn to speak to you.
No, get rid of it. We got to delete it. Or at least we got to mute it anyway. We might find something useful there, but not today. All right, okay.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. You barely keep from crying now, then why should I care?
Hang on. Wait. Hold on. What the hell? Did I delete something else? No, I didn't. I hope I didn't. Logic is a bit shifty sometimes. All right, we didn't. All right, good.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. You barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
Hang on. There's a certain way this could sound better. We have to shuffle around with the beat a little bit. Hang on, let's try this.
I turn to speak to you.
No. We don't want to be going Chicago on this. As I was walking down the street one day. No. See. How okay, with the rhythm of how we sing this, how do we finesse this to get it to sound like we're turning to speak to somebody? How do you do that rhythmically? Think about it. Maybe I did it already. I turn to speak to you. No. I turn to speak to you. Oh, fuck it. You know, let's just do it.
I turn to speak to you.
That's it. We don't want to get too crazy with this either, because if we do that, then it's like, then it kind of becomes hokey, bordering on Disney, you know, theatrics.
There's a very fine buffering line where you can only get away with so much with the how these vocals can work. I think this is my belief anyway.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now.
You know what? I like the first bit.
I turn to speak to you.
That's okay. The rest of it, no.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying.
I gotta get rid of the I because the I is fouling me up. Because I want to sing the I can barely. No. Can barely. And it's conversational too, you gotta remember. I'm trying to do this conversationally in the song so it kind of translates a little bit easier. There we go.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
Okay. That last part, but then why should I care? But then, why should I care? I got it. I'm like the fucking Count. Aha! 1 syllable here. 2 syllables. 3. Go fuck yourself. Alright.
I turn to
No. Too loud.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
Hang on. But then, boom. What? But then what? Hey, but then, fuck you. I'm so close.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
But I know you won't be there. Okay, that works. We can tighten it up. Alright.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
No. And anyway, we're sounding too much like fucking Peter Gabriel. Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the uniform to its true love's eyes. It lies with me, said the queen of maybe, for a merchandise he traded in his price. Oh fuck, now I'm on a fucking Genesis rant. Stay focused. Alright.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
We're nearly there with nailing the rhythm to this. And this is kind of important because we're kind of approaching this breakdown. It's like a fucking, there's a drum breakdown here, right? We want to kind of prep it for that. It's just the why needed to be moved. We could move the why, but it's somehow, it's going to sound disingenuous. Let's try it again. I think we did it. Now it's going to be easy to follow because we've done it once and we just got to listen along. The hardest part is getting the first one done because we have nothing to follow. We're blazing a trail to how the rest of it's going to sound. We're leading. So let's fill it in. Let's go to track 2. I'm happy with that.
Speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. We nailed it in one take. All right.
I turn to speak to you.
At the cost of sounding like Beck for 5 seconds. 2 seconds.
I turn to speak to you. Like a paper tiger in the sun.
Good fucking song. Anyway.
Turn to speak to you. I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
What do we do here? Again. What do we do there? So
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
do we just hang there because the rest of it's doing some stupid shit? And we just do that. We'll try that.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
Fuck
Barely.
Doing this can kind of humble you a little bit, or humbles me anyway. I humble myself, my stupidity. From the top.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from.
What we need to do is, but I know you won't be there. We need to go lower. And psychoacoustically, it's like, okay, we're kind of, I'd turn to speak to you. Aha, we're expecting to be able to see my brother, which I'm not going to be able to see my brother ever again. And then it's like dipping down into, but I know you won't be there. So we go from a high note to a low note. Okay. It's really simple when you think about it in the context of the lyrics. It's very important. It really is. I've written some songs in the past where things just sound too bright and brilliant for the subject matter. It's like, how are you thinking about how the music can wrap these vocals? So it makes a difference. So hang on. Let's listen back.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can turn to speak to you, but.
All right. So let's zoom in. Let's make a cut. I like that. No. Let's get rid of it and try it again. I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Maybe that.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep.
You won't be there. Well, I just heard your mom's today. May holy go on all right.
I turn
I wasn't
to
ready.
speak to you.
I wasn't ready.
I turn to speak to you.
Oh, no. It was too proud there with the loud. Let's dial it back.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
No, hang on.
Barely.
Fuck.
I turn
No.
to speak to you.
We're not quite entering it now.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
We gotta go lower.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Barely.
Oh, no, we won't be there. Gotta go low. But I know I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. All right.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely.
Nearly got it. Nearly got it. I want a strong lead with this one.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
Come on. We're on it. We're about to hit it.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely.
All right. I think we got it. And so now what I want to do, because this is kind of a crucial moment, I'm going to not go any further, and I'm going to come down to track 4. And we're going to see then if we can match the energy or make it better and slightly differentiate.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
Nearly.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely.
Does it work? I don't know.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
Yeah. This is kind of a point where we're hearing what's happening in the middle, and it's busy, right? But everything on the side is kind of like we're dumbing it down a little bit. But then again, the lead vocal is going to be doing that anyway. The lead vocal is going to be riding on top of the first two. So maybe we just stick with it as is and move on to the next part here, next bit. All right, we'll try it. So first of all, so we don't get confused, we're going to rake this back just a little bit.
Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
Aha, I like that part. I like that. It's rhythmic and it's conversational, it's engaging, and it's made of
It's made of ones and zeros, but it's made well. All right, let's try this.
There can barely keep from crying now, but then why should...
Now this is going to be difficult because we're going, should I care? Should I care? Hang on.
can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? Can barely keep from crying now.
Or then, I mean, do we pull it back and just go, maybe leave that part a bit exposed, and kind of do this sort of interplay there. So
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
yeah, I think we do that. Right. So this the first part, the first two stanzas, couplets there, they're this kind of appealing thing. You know, I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. And the next part of it is kind of like more, I guess, more reserved. You know, I can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? So it's more of like an internal thing. So, okay, that works. All right, we'll try that. So, but then we have to move along to the next part here, so which is...
Should I cry now, but then why should I care?
Now this part is really super, like, you're making, like, it's an appeal. It's a very appealing thing, so we're going to go all out for this part, I think. Or at least build into an all-out thing. So the thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You were supposed to be the one forever here, young and strong. Okay, try that. This is an outpouring part, so...
The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
All right. Maybe. That was kind of off the cuff. I don't know if I like it. Let's have a listen again.
The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
That's going to be too hard. I can't replicate that. Let's try it again. A little bit more simple. No polyrhythmic stuff happening. Let's just keep it real.
The thing that you have gone and done, how you left me here to carry on.
Hang on. No, we're still trying to make it complicated. Stop it.
The thing.
Maybe instead of the thing, this thing that you have gone and done.
This thing that...
No, fuck you. God damn it. Hold on. No, maybe this thing you gone and done. Okay, here's where the words need to be changed. This thing you gone and done. This thing, and there's a pause there. You gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one.
Okay, all right. Let's do it.
This thing you gone and done. You left me here to carry on.
And it's more of like that part there too. It sounds more like bro-ish to me, and it's conversational. Again, it's bringing it back. It's conversational. It's not formal, you know, which I like. That's good. All right, let's go. I'll try it again.
This thing you gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Kind of like that. We need more evened out volume.
This thing you gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
No, we're nearly there. We're almost there. But again, it was too strong coming in.
This thing.
No. This thing. Come on.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
That's the one. Because remember, it's like that. It's like you don't want to be too articulate at this part. Because if you do that, you know, no one thing really should stand out in this vocal stack.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong. This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong. This thing you're gone and done.
Hang on. I'm nearly there. I'm on the cusp of it.
This thing you're gone and done.
No.
How you left me.
Again, too much power. It's overriding, and it's going to be causing a problem when we finally get to the lead vocal.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me.
Fuck you.
here.
Shit. I'm nearly there.
This thing
Fuck
you're
you.
gone and done. This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Fuck. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, this is hair pulling out fucking madness sometimes. But I have a tendency to wanting to stay locked on until I really just get it good enough, you know.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here.
No, come on.
To carry. This thing
Fuck.
you're gone and.
It's because I'm doing this. It's making this thing. So I need to get closer to the mic before I really need a wireless microphone. No, a wireless mouse. I think that would help.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me.
There was a problem there.
This thing, you're gone and done.
You're
How
gone.
left me here.
Hang on. Am I doing that or is it doing that? I'm gone. Gone and done.
Should I care? This thing,
Fuck
you're
you.
gone and done. This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Fuck. I'm keeping the first part of that. I don't care. That was, I nailed the first part of that. The last part I fucked up. So let's roll it back. I'm keeping it. I don't care.
Forever young and strong. Forever here, forever, ever here, forever young and strong.
We nailed it.
This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
It's a little bit, I mean, there are some timing discrepancies there, but I think maybe it's okay because it just sounds so good as a foundation. I'm gonna let it slide. All right, vocal 3.
Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. Should I care? This thing, why should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me.
Oh, you know what? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Do we go higher? Do we go lower?
This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one.
No, 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 no. What the fuck was that?
Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you. Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed.
Oh. Yep, 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 yep. I like that. I like that.
This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me.
This thing you gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. This thing you gone and done. All right. Okay.
This thing,
Oh God
you're
damn
gone
it.
and done.
This thing. Mustard. Fucking asshole.
Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you left.
Fuck. Some of this shit. Oh, come on.
Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed.
That's what we're gonna do.
Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Should I care? This thing, you're gone and done.
Nope.
How you left.
Again with the vocals just shimming upwards when we don't want it to.
Should I care? This thing,
Nope.
you're gone and done.
Why did I think taking the fucking cup off my ear would help? Sometimes it helps, but I'm to the point where I can kind of regulate what I'm hearing anyway. So I don't know.
This thing you're gonna do.
Fucking shit.
How you This thing you're gonna done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one.
All right, I like that. As a foundation, that's good for that part. So 3.
This thing you're gonna done. How you left me here to carry on.
But it's a little bit too low. The volume's too low. Let's bring it up. Let's give it a chance, and let's go. All right, bring up the gain. Pick up the bass.
This thing you're gonna done.
But you know what? It's lagging a little bit behind, and it's annoying the shit out of me. And I don't want to move. I don't want to move the audio. We're not here to do that. We're not here to move around audio. We're here to we're recording. We are thinking about Logic, the desktop audio workstation, as a tape machine, pretty much. As much as we can. We're dropping in. We're overdubbing. All right. Okay.
Should I care? This thing you're gonna done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
What the fuck was that? Okay. All right. Nice. All right. Now, but will it blend?
This thing you're gonna done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
All right. This happens sometimes. Sometimes I just get it. It's like, wow. So let's bring up the gain on that. That was kind of a solid moment. So let's hear it a little bit louder.
This thing you're gonna done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
You know what? It's not perfect. There's some little tiny millisecond per second fraction of it. But I like it. Right?
This thing you're gonna done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Now some asshole would come in here and go to me, just get vocal line and it'll fix it. Fuck you. No. We're not here to get this shit sounding like an abominable fucking AI thing, right? We're not here to do that. We're here, like I said, this is our tape machine. This is our 24-track tape machine, right? I tell you everything, right? This is what we're using, and we're using it the way that we're using it because we want vintage sounding results as much as we can with a digital audio workstation. We're setting the limitation, which is, we're putting in the time. So anyway, I like that. I like what I did there. Let's see if we can do it better, replicate it on track 4 here.
Okay. This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong. This thing you're gone and done. I care. This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Let's do it again.
This thing
No, fuck you.
you're gone and done.
Shit.
This thing
Oh, damn
you're
it.
gone and done.
Again with this thing. Asshole. I'm an asshole. Yo, 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 yo. Alright.
But I care. This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on.
Oh, fucking hell.
Suppose
This fucking chair. Fucking chair fucked me up. This little creak right in the middle of it. Asshole. Alright, let's do it again.
this thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here.
It was good to a certain point. Try it again.
This thing you're gone and done. How you
My lips are dry. Lips are dry, throat is dry, stomach's churning, feel like burning. Dressed up in a white costume. Something to do.
this thing
Fuck you,
you're gone and done.
asshole.
This thing
Oh, I can't even hear
you're gone
myself.
and done. How you left
Why can't I hear myself in the other thing?
but I care. This thing you're gone and done.
God damn
How
it.
you should I care? This thing
I can't
you're
hit
gone
the
and
note.
done.
Why am I not hitting the note? This thing, this thing, this thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong. Okay. Motherfucker.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
What is it? Hang on a minute, hang on. This is hard. So let's just go. All right. We're going to solo just it and me. We're going to see where I'm fucking up.
This thing you're gone and done. How you
All right, asshole. Come on. This thing, that one is the one that's lower than me. Hang on.
This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed
And that doesn't even sound that good when it's fucking... But it works. Why does it work? Because the rest of the vocals fill in. And it just works. It's imperfections, right? Whole as a collective. It's better.
this thing
Fuck you.
you're gone and done.
This thing, this motherfucker.
This thing you're gone and done. This thing you gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
Oh, fuck me. How did I do that? Alright, so I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts. But honestly, I mean, sometimes this is how it is. Like, I mean, if you don't have a clear picture of what you want, you have to really kind of just flesh it out in these things.
This thing you gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one.
And it sounds like shit by itself, but
Supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong. Forever here, forever young and strong.
okay, can we do that? Can we drop in and just do that?
Be the one, forever here,
Oh, fuck you.
forever. Be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
Oh, you nearly had it. Nearly had it.
Be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
I'm just going to leave it like that. What do you think? Let's have a listen. Back in context now.
Should I care? This thing you gone and done, how you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one, forever here, forever young and strong.
You know what? I think that's fine. Okay, so right, so we have right. Let's listen back in context. The intro again, and then we just trail off. Let's get it a little bit longer.
I'd come home, but I know you won't be there. I never would have thought you'd leave this place. Going back now would be the hardest thing. How strange it all would be, and just how much could I take from this empty house full of memories, the grime of good old days caught in a deep freeze. I'll go look for you time and time again, but I know you won't be there. Message failed to send. Your garden's overgrown, putting out its final yield. The poison oak is waist high now in the hiss of this summer field. Somewhere in these woods we run along and play. chase the ghosts of autumn from this haunted phone, calling yesterday. I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
Now, hang on a minute, hang on. Something here. I think we need to drop it from the backing vocals back to the solo vocal. So let's try that. I'm going to cut out that part. And this is why it's so great doing this way, because you have so much time to just go, all right, this could work this way. All right, let's try it.
Be there.
Right, so let's pull out this, mute this for a second, because we don't want to just delete it. And let's just sing fresh that part in this new context that we like.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
Right, I'm going to drop in here.
You won't be there.
Right, so hang on. I need the lyrics. Check the music room. Check the music room. Check the fucking music room. All right. Where are we at here? Right.
You won't be there. From crying now, but then why?
No, motherfucker. Shut up.
To speak to you, but I know you won't be there.
I'm lost. Hang on.
You won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care? This thing.
Yeah, okay. I see. That would actually work pretty good. Pretty good. It worked pretty good. What do you reckon? All right. Let's just I don't want to delete it.
You won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now, but then why should I care?
Hang on. Why is it not showing up here? Is it recording a muted take? How does that work? Hang on a minute. This doesn't look right. So what if we unmute that then? And maybe just can we just pull it back? Hang on. It's doing everything for everything else. This is what shits me about Logic sometimes, is it will just apply to all.
You won't be. I turn to speak to you, but
What the fuck happened there? Hang on. No, I just want to mute this. And nothing else. But you know what, actually, let's just get rid of that, because I didn't particularly like that take anyway. Or just pull it back. And we need to flatten this anyway, because it's not going to let us flatten the damn track. So bounce, so join, we just want to join. No. I want to flatten. Okay, flatten.
you bastard. All right, good. Now join. Join the dance.
Can barely keep from.
Shut up. All right. So we need to get back to the backing vocals. Why did that mute everything else? What the hell's going on here? No? Oh, because that's soloed.
You won't be there. This.
And that's not going to work anyway because we've established new vocals there. So let's just get rid of that. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that.
I turn, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep. No, damn it.
Again.
You won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now. But then, why should I care? This thing you're gonna.
Right. That was kind of a take.
Can barely keep from crying now.
It's not really in time though. Let's try it again.
To speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely.
I can't fucking do it. I've ran out of steam.
To speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now. But then, why should I care? This thing you're gone and done.
I think we did it.
But I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now. But then, why should I care?
But then again, I don't know. It seems a little bit too articulate. A little bit too poncy. I don't know. I don't know.
Can barely keep from crying now. But then, why should I care?
Oh, fuck. This is one of the things. It works as a placeholder, but maybe it's not the right. It's not the right feeling. You know? Fuck it. Sometimes you just have to say, fuck it. We'll just keep it for now. And if I, obviously. Anyway, this is the foundational vocal, right? The main vocal. It's not going to be the take, right? We're just trying to figure out what's going to work best with the harmonies here. So, all right, listening back in context.
I turn to speak to you, but I know you won't be there. Can barely keep from crying now. But then, why should I care? This thing you're gone and done. How you left me here to carry on. You're supposed to be the one. Forever here, forever young and strong.
Right, so it works. For all intents and purposes, it works. But there's so much we have to delivery is so important for these things, and this is where really honestly a lot of people starting out making music, this is why, a lot of times they don't like hearing back what they've recorded. I still don't like a lot of the times hearing back what I've recorded. Even if I've finished the track, I still think, fuck, this sounds sappy. This sounds fucking stupid. The process is good. The process sounds good, but sometimes I don't like the overall delivery. And I think that's just kind of a universal thing. But when you're starting out, it's so important to, don't give up, If you don't like the way it's sung, go back and try something else. Try other things until you get it sounding the way it should be delivered. Delivery is everything. Honestly, that's all it is. Same thing with starting from the very first track with the drums. The way you're serving up those drums, so important. Everything hinges on that. If you're doing that right, it forms the foundation, it starts the conversation, then your bass joins, your piano joins, and everybody's kind of on the same page. But delivery with the vocals, a lot of the instrumentation will dictate that. This is kind of like a funky. It's not funky, right? But there is a swing to the beat, and that is dictated down the line, then to the piano track, then to the bass, the way it behaves, and then it's it's gone on to influence the vocals a little bit. And here's kind of a direct result of. It's a very serious topic, right? But much like Steely Dan, with some of the very serious topics in their music, and there are, like take for instance the song "Don't Take Me Alive," Steely Dan. You're getting this. It's from the point of view of someone who's being, they're being accosted by the police, and they're kind of just hiding out, and they've got all these weapons, and it's sort of like a very tense sort of moment. And it's kind of written. I mean, the nature of the lyrics is serious, but there's kind of like this tongue-in-cheekness there, and in an exploded view of all this, you would see where that's kind of written in, but it's there because it's kind of a safe. I think it really comes back to safety. It's a safe way to say something not sounding or not coming off as sounding dopey or sounding sappy. It's conversational. It's kind of like, well, fuck me dead, Here you are, you fucking died, my brother. This is what you've gone and done. I mean, even though it's not his fault, it's a safe way to kind of just conversationally say that and not to get wrapped up in the emotion sort of thing. But then what that does is whenever you're trying to put that into a song, there's a very fine line to kind of ride there, that if you sing it wrong, it's kind of forever just baked into it. So this is kind of a crucial part. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm fucking freezing in here. So I might just call it a night. I want to thank you all for joining, stopping by, and all the likes. I got 10 likes today. That's pretty fucking good. I'm actually happy about that. I think it's 10. Let me have a look here. And what we'll do is we'll come back maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We've done quite a bit, and I'm very happy. I'm happy with the progress. So let's. No, I got 7 likes. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much, and we'll come back next time. I'm freezing. But it's better than heat. It's better than being in the studio and it being freakishly hot because you can't get anything done. But yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Okay,